for dinner with Nanny, Bubby. I'm so happy that you're here joining me today. I hope you had a great holiday weekend. I was just saying to my Instagram audience over here that it was so crazy this weekend. We were together, the whole family, on Christmas Eve, Christmas night, eating, drinking, eating too much, and I was exhausted. By yesterday, I stayed in bed the whole time. I never got out. Watched lots of great movies though and got the house cleaned up. I wanted to show you two of my very favorite gifts. These came from my daughter, which I absolutely love. And these are salad tongs, if you can see that. And I'm just gonna zoom in over here and zoom in over here because these say spread love like butter. Isn't that awesome? I love these. And then my second very favorite gift was from my sister, which are these, she said that she wanted them to be like butter, like spreading love like butter. So there's the smiles and they're bright yellow like butter and she loved it. So I was excited to receive both of those gifts. So look, we're heading into the new year, heading out of 2020. I guess we can all give that a big hand for sure, right? Although in some ways it hasn't been too bad because we all got slower. We prayed for the time to be able to clean out our closets and our drawers and to slow down. If we wanted to write, we were writing more. If we wanted to walk or exercise, we were exercising more. So, hey, Tom Gallagher, there you go. Hey, buddy, how are you? I have something very special for you, Tom Gallagher. I'm just telling you. So we have to hook up so I can give it to you. I'm just telling you, okay? Anyway, so as we head into this new year, hey, Asia, how are you? Missed you this morning, but glad you're joining me over here on Instagram, Valerie. Love having you. And this was kind of your idea as well, so happy you're here. Anyway, let me just tell you that as we end this year and we move into the new year, there's lots of things we can do to be healthier. And one of them may be, you may have noticed that you're not dairy tolerant. And if you are, you need to know how to make a substitute that makes you feel healthier and feel good. I can tell you that when I eat dairy along with sugar, it's the kiss of death for me. I really have a hard time recovering. And that made me say, hey, hey Carmen, how are you? So nice to have you here. Stick around, we're gonna learn how to make almond milk today. And we can make almond milk in less than a minute. You can't believe how easy it is. It's very expensive when you buy it in the stores and there's just no reason for that. So if you're all ready, give me a thumbs up, everybody. If you're ready for me to show you how to make the almond milk, I'm gonna get started. And you will see that it's less than 2 minutes from measuring to pouring. So if you're ready, I need to see a couple thumbs up, there we go. All right, thank you very much. Are we ready? So this is a Vitamix. You can use your regular blender if you'd like, but I love my Vitamix. And this recipe comes from Vitamix. And what it is these almonds, let me show you, I think, here, let me hold these up. They're filled with water. There we go. So can you see that? Give me a thumbs up if you can. This is 2 pounds of almonds that I have soaked in filtered water overnight. And it's very, very important that you soak them because you want to hydrate them. Hi, Saeed. Boy, Saeed is like one of my top fans these days, always coming in, so good to have you. All right, so now that we've soaked the almonds, hey, Mark Weiner, so nice to see you. So many people showing up today. All right. So we soaked these overnight for about 24 hours. I knew I was going to be seeing you today and I knew I was going to be making almond milk, so I started the process and soaked them. I'm going to drain them and I'm going to fill up this 1 cup measuring. We don't want too much water piling in. Okay, 1 cup almonds into the Vitamix and 3 cups of filtered water. Got that? 3 cups of filtered water. There we go. Now I am going to take, now you can either take 2 or 3 dates and put them in here, but I opted out of the dates because I would have had to buy a huge package of dates just for 2 or 3. So instead I'm going to use this chocolate flavored stevia and do a squirt of that, and I'm going to put in a half of a teaspoon or a quarter of a teaspoon, half of a teaspoon of vanilla paste. So let's get that in. Just to add flavor. Again, you can use dates in this recipe if you prefer to use that rather than the vanilla and the stevia. but I did not want a whole package of dates hanging around my house because I and everyone else in this house would eat them, and we're not up for sugar right now or anything sweet. Okay, if you're ready, we're going to turn this on. Hey, Sandy Freed, how are you? So nice to see you. Happy New Year to you. We're turning this on for 1 minute. So, ready? Here we go. We're going to start it out. I'm going to move closer so you can hear me. We're going to start it out. Hi, Armita Brown. So nice to have you here. We're going to start it out nice and slow, and then we're going to turn it up. And we're just going to grind this for 1 minute. 1 minute. That's it. This has a timer. We're already 25 seconds in. Turning it up. Turning it up. 30 seconds in. 30 seconds in. Almost done. Almost done. I just don't want to talk over the blender, so give me a minute. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay, there we go. Now you can see how much more that made. It was just 3 cups of water and it was very low, but with the grinding and everything else, it makes a lot more. It takes all the moisture that was in these almonds out. And this is a nut bag. You can find these on Amazon. Great little nut bag that I have. And I'm going to take this nut bag and put it right here into this measuring cup because it's got a spout and I want to be able to pour it. So let me just turn my little Facebook audience over here, and here we go. We're going to take this and we're going to pour it through the nut bag so that the milk goes into the container, but that the nut meats and the skins that are left stay in the nut bag. There we go. Now a lot of people like to drink this with the nut meat and the skins in it, which kind of has a grainy texture to it, but I don't prefer that. I prefer it to be drained and to have a texture so you can see. Can you see how that is all coming out of the bag? You're just going to keep squeezing and squeezing. Let me get a lot of that moisture out. Now this is already made, let's see, how much, what are we up to here? Almost 4 cups of almond milk. And it smells amazing. So we're just going to keep squeezing and squeezing and squeezing until we've got all the moisture. And what's really great about this is that because this nut bag is very, very tightly woven, is that you're not going to end up with very much nut meat at all into your mixture. However, just to be safe, I do one more pour through a small strainer as I put it into the milk containers. Okay, there we go. That's pretty good. At least good enough for a Facebook audience. But one thing I forgot to grab up here was a funnel. So let me grab this funnel up here behind me. Oh no, it's too high up for me to reach it. Okay, well you're gonna have to hold on for just a minute, guys. I gotta go get the ladder. Hold on. Okay, I'm coming. Hang in there. I'll be right there. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, so thank you for that. I always try to have everything, but every once in a while I will forget something, and I did forget the funnel. So here we go. We're going to take the funnel, put it into these cute little milk jars. Are those the cutest? Aren't those darling? Do you love that? Hi, Aaron Porter. How are you? Isn't that cute? Okay, let me put this so that you can see it. These little milk jars came with these cute little straws. I make almond milk for my granddaughter. I have in the past. I haven't made it for a while. So can you see this? I just want to make sure everybody can see it. More important that you see this than you see me. Let me back you up here, Instagram audience, so you can see it. Okay, now I have this little strainer as well, and I'm just going to pop that right on top of the funnel. and I am gonna pour right into here. How do you like that? How amazing is that? Okay. And let's grab the next one. Whoa. 2. We'll make 3. There might be some left over, but we shall see. Okay. Here we go. Right through there. Isn't that amazing? Less than 2 minutes this took us, except for soaking them overnight, which is no big deal. I mean, it took me all of 30 seconds to put this into a bowl and cover it with water and saran wrap. So, okay, you liking this so far? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you see this. Let me know if you have questions. And there we go. Now, one thing, oh, look at that. Perfect into 3 containers. That's awesome. Now, here's the thing that I want you to know. It will separate. Once you put this in your refrigerator, it will separate, and all you need to do is just give it a shake. So the question always is, how long does this keep in your refrigerator? And I can tell you that it will keep up to about a week. And it's great for putting in your coffee, which is great. It's a great high protein. You're just gonna shake it up, stick your great straw in it and drink it, and or put it in your coffee. So there you go. Almond milk in less than 2 minutes. Tell me, did you know it was that easy? If you did, give me a 1. Thank you, Valerie. Give me a 1 if you knew it was that easy, or give me a 2 if you thought it was so much more complicated than that and you just didn't buy it because it was too expensive and you figure dairy's okay, even though you kind of know that maybe it doesn't go well for you. So how many, tell me, somebody answer me over here. Did you know it was that easy? Give me a 1. Or did you think it was more complicated? Give me a 2. Okay, there you go. Asia's giving me a 2 because she thought it was more complicated. So now I want to show you, I love that, thank you. You're very responsive. I love you for that, Valerie, I love you. Okay, hey Brenda, how are you? So glad that you're here. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, and look at this nut meat that's left over. So you can do a couple things with this nut meat. You can dry it and then put it back into a grinder, what's the word for it? A dry grinder. Vitamix makes a dry grinder, so you can put it in there and let it dry out, and then you can make almond flour out of what's left, right? So isn't that incredible? You made your almond milk, then you've got this residue left over. Let me just turn this so that you can see it. And then you can use it and grind it and make almond flour for baking rather than regular flour. So there's a little hint as well. Okay, so we're gonna take the rest of these 2 pounds of almonds and we're gonna pour them into this, get rid of the water. There we go, right down. Okay, and now what we're gonna do is, thank you, Armida. It really, you think it's so much more complicated than it is. I surely did. So we're gonna take the almonds and just lay them down on this sheet. And what we're gonna do now is we are gonna roast almonds. So now that they're nice and plumped up from being in the water for about 24 hours, we're gonna have a nice healthy snack, because God only knows, if you saw what we've been snacking on in this house over the last 2 or 3 days, you wouldn't believe it. So there you go. Now we're gonna take this and we are going to just sprinkle, this is kosher salt. We're gonna sprinkle the kosher salt right onto here. Okay. And we are gonna stick this into the oven for about 2 or 3 hours at 300 degrees. And when they come out, they will be roasted and beautiful and great for snacking all through your week. A few almonds every day helps keep the doctor away, I always say. And that's it. So into the oven at 300 degrees. Here you've got your almond milk for less than 2 minutes. And once this dries out and you grind it in a dry grinder, you're gonna have almond flour. So easy. Hey there, Gina, so nice to see you. Just take a watch and a listen. We just made almond milk in less than 2 minutes. We made almond flour And now we're gonna roast almonds for snacks. So that's it for today, everybody. It felt so good to be back. I miss you guys, but you can't do two things at once. So family first all the time, and we were having family everywhere, doing everything during the holiday, but I'm back and it feels really good to be in routine. So remember, let's do what my sister and my daughter all did for me, which is they brought me Spread Love Like Butter. Do you see that? Oh, do I need to do that? Is that better? Yep, Spread Love Like Butter here. And my sister gave me these for Spread Love Like Butter as well, which I love. So on the count of three, everybody together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go out and spread love like butter. That's it for today, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye.